Hello and welcome to the monthly Q&A. If you'd like to get your question answered in a Q&A like this fun, then head on over to ask.fm/sharmalade and I will do my best to answer your question as long as it's not too rude. Question number 1. What would you name your son? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I can't say that I haven't ever thought about it, because I have. I have thought about it, but I'm not going to, I don't foresee children in my future, so I haven't given it an awful lot of thought, but I do like the name Dougie and Huey. I think they're lovely names. Hello, can you name a few of your favourite Warcraft creators on YouTube? Yes, I can. I need to think though. So Hazel Nutty Games is one of the creators that I just find her content to be so constant, clean. She has a vibrant setup. I love that she's always got her animals around her, and she's very concise with what she talks about and what she presents in her videos. I really enjoy watching them. They're not too long as well. They're nice kind of bite-sized videos. I used to really enjoy watching Trade Chat when she was on YouTube. I think she probably got a lot of us into the whole YouTube scene. She was probably one of the first creators that I started watching. Who else do I watch from the YouTube community? People like Mr. GM and Kelrick, when she used to post a lot on YouTube, and now she's gone into more art, which is insane, by the way. If you don't follow her on Twitter, that's where I see a lot of her art. It's so good. It's like every picture that she posts blows my mind as to how amazing it is, because I can't remember with her journey if she did the YouTube thing and then decided to take up art, or if she'd always done art, because looking at her paintings now you'd be like, holy crap, she must have done art her whole life, because they are so good. She posts a lot of it on Twitter, so that's where I come across it, so check her out on Twitter. Do you teeth fillings ever give you problems? Well, I'm quite fortunate because I think I've only got 2 fillings, and here we go, I'm 36, so I'm quite fortunate. But I did have a filling done maybe 3 or 4 years ago, here somewhere around here or here, and it gave me so much pain after the fact. And here's, oh my god, here's a story for you. So my partner Ian, we go to the same dentist obviously, and we both went at the same time for a checkup, and I needed a filling and he needed 2 fillings, and one of the fillings was for a tooth that already had a filling in it, and he didn't have any pain or anything, but the dentist said to him, it looks like it needs to be refilled or whatever. So she refilled it and she didn't fill it properly, she left a hole behind it, so now he needs a root canal or extraction, and I find that and he's had so much pain with it, and I just find that so frustrating. There was nothing wrong with it, and he put his faith in the dentist, who said you need to have this perfectly fine filling refilled, and then didn't even fill it properly, which led to issues. So the question is, what do you think of the name Oscar Hawes? And I googled it, and there's loads of people that have put, what do you think of the name Oscar Hawes? And then there's someone who's saying it was a person in the war. I mean, the name Oscar Hawes sounds like a writer, like an old Victorian writer. What position is the most comfortable position, can't speak, for you that fall asleep in? So the most comfortable position, so I have a routine. I sit on my phone, and it's usually on my side, and then I just sort of play my games, and then I get a dead arm, so then I have to roll onto my back, and then I start using my phone in front of me, and then my arms get dead again, so I kind of alternate, and then I always end up falling asleep on my back with my arms above my head. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you? I'd say, so it varies in different things, so I'd say that I'm fairly confident with just like everyday things, but I'm actually really, really like a 1 on confidence level when it comes to performing in front of people, especially on stages. I get really, really bad stage fright, and I'd also say that I'm round about like a 3 or 4 when it comes to having telephone conversations with people that I don't know, webcam conversations with people that I don't know. Like, it gives me serious like anxiety, especially when I know that that situation is approaching. I'm one of those people that just, no matter how much I sort of say to myself, don't think about it, just don't worry about it, it's just another human to human, like, just don't worry. I just kind of build it up a lot in my head. So I'm confident in some aspects and not so confident in other aspects. You ever received the same question twice from someone, and if so, how do you deal with that situation? Face palm. I just answer it again, really, because no one, I mean, there's probably a lot of you guys that you're not going to sit through every single Q&A, so you're not going to see every single answer to every single question. So I'm quite happy to just answer them again. Okay, this looks like it's in, oh my God, it looks like it's in Russian. It wouldn't let me copy and paste it then. Let's see. Translator. Breasts or breasts? Breasts. If you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be? Oh, that's a tough one. I wish that they would bring back more unique sounding artists, because I don't listen to the radio a lot and I don't listen to music a lot, but every time I do listen to the radio, usually it's in the car, I really struggle to tell singers and bands apart. Whereas when I think back to sort of, you know, music from the 60s, 70s and up to say the 2000s, you would be able to distinguish one artist from the other artist. Whereas now on the radio, I'm like, a lot of singers sound very, very much the same. And I don't know if that's just because of like a mixing technique that's like the trend or whatever, but it's really hard to tell people apart. So it would be great if we could have more diversity, because you can definitely tell Sia apart from other people. People like Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, Dan Tominski, people with really like specific voices. I miss that. I miss putting the radio on and going, oh, I love this artist, I love this song, I recognise the voice. Even if you don't necessarily like that style or that voice. Like, who is the singer of I can do it like a warlock, do it like a Drew. She doesn't sing that because that's my parody. Oh my goodness, Jessie J. I don't like her voice. I respect her voice. Her voice is incredible. Like, I find her voice kind of grates on me a lot, especially her vibrato. But I know her voice. When it comes on the radio, that's Jessie J. You can tell who it is. So I think I'd like to hear just a bit more diversity. If you were at a party and there were loads of balloons on the floor, what would you do? Kick them. Knee-jerk reaction, kick all the balloons. There's so many, I've just recently discovered this, I didn't know, but someone said it on, I think, my last Q&A, that they were like, oh, there's so many bots on ask.fm, I never realised. And I was like, bots? And now it all makes sense. I've probably answered maybe 1 million bot questions. I mean, these ones here, bored, G, maybe that's not a bot, country roads take me home. What is your lock screen picture? What is my lock screen picture? Hang on, let me get rid of these notifications. I recently got a new phone, so my lock screen picture is really boring. It's just, oh, you can't even see it because it's it's just a red, it's canvas or something. It's just, I couldn't be bothered to change it, so I just left it as default. Favourite animal? Dog. And horses. I grew up with horses, and then horses passed me by and I moved into the territory of dogs, and I love dogs. I love all dogs, every dog. Even when Maggie, my dog, got beaten up by this like weird, like, it was way smaller than her. It was like a really beautiful sort of pure cream, you know, like the Labrador Dachshund sausage dog mix. They have like that beautiful, like the long ears, but they're quite small. But it was kind of bigger than that, but it looked like that. It beat Maggie up over the field, like last year sometime. And it was terrifying, and it was such a little shit, this dog. It was a little shit. It was going for her neck. She had like spit all over her from this dog trying to bite her. but I still loved it, you know. I looked at it and I was like, oh, so cute. Don't beat my dog up again, but you're so cute. Umbrella Academy Season 2 opinion. Why was that so hard to read? I was still thinking about the previous question. Umbrella Academy Season 2 opinion. So I did watch all of Umbrella Academy and I thought it was so good. I loved 7? 6? 6 is from Little Nightmares, isn't it? Is it 7? He was great, and I thought the way, I still can't figure out, and I have not Googled it or anything, but I still can't figure out if he's actually a lot older than the age that he plays, because he does play the sort of old man really, really well, even though he's a young boy. But yeah, really good. And the guy that does the necromancy is, he's so good. I've seen him in a few other things as well, and he's pretty good. He's a pretty good actor. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Really unique. I'm not really into the whole this is a bit of a spoiler for season 2 at the beginning. If you haven't seen it, I think it's at the beginning of season 2, but spoiler, it's a bit post-apocalyptic, I think, and I've never been one for post-apocalyptic sci-fi space things that sort of portend, is that the word? The end of the world gives me anxiety. I sort of start to think, oh, I don't really want to watch it. It's making me all antsy. But I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cleverly done, and it made you kind of want to know exactly what had happened to get to that point. So that is it for this month's Q&A. If you'd like to get your question answered in a Q&A like this one, then head on over to ars.fm/Sharmalade and I'll do my best to answer your question. Still got a backlog, but that's good because there's always going to be questions to answer. So have a wonderful week, everybody, and I will see you very soon for the next Q&A. Bye.